I don't know how you're finding this video or what time in your life you're coming across this video, or I do maybe think this video was meant to find you. I was thinking a lot lately of just nostalgia and all the good things, good memories, good times with friends, or just those random memories that pop up, and then you start thinking about it more and deeper, and you start remembering everything. It's like you're kind of watching like a little movie. I was going through my old just pictures and videos, and it's crazy to see. It's like you're seeing a whole different person. It's surreal to see. I'm sure there's a lot of people that can relate to this. And it doesn't have to be a crazy time span. Like, it doesn't have to be years or more than a decade, or it could be up to maybe a couple months or a year or 2 years. And in my case, some of the stuff I was looking for was like 3, 4 years ago, probably. And in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that long. It feels like a long time, but also it just feels like it was yesterday. It's like you're looking at a whole different person, and it's crazy how much things can change within that time. It's just maybe us maturing or getting older or making mistakes, learning new things. And obviously our brains are going to develop and stuff like that. I struggle with a lot of mental health problems, and I'm very depressed. Especially lately, it's been, hitting hard. The last 2 months have been really rough for me. I genuinely am, trying my best, And there is slip-ups. I make bad decisions, do stuff I shouldn't be doing. And I have this constant mental battle of going on in my head of like, do I want to keep trying, or do I want to give up? And I've tried before. I've had 3 suicide attempts before, and I still think about it. It's like something that never goes away. I think about it constantly, every day. I can't remember the last time that I haven't thought about it. It's kind of like our song replaying in your head, throughout the day. But I think I'm holding in so much from the past, and so much pain from the past, and so much, whether that's anger or frustration, anxiety, just thoughts, and just past memories and experience. They're still here, because a lot have hurt me. So some of these things taught me like hard lessons, and sometimes it broke my soul or broke my heart, or I just all this trauma and stuff. And this looks different. This can look different for anyone. Everybody has their own stuff, and everybody's going through their own stuff, and they deal with it in different ways, and we feel it differently. What I need to realize is I can't. I guess maybe I keep saying me, but there's other people that can relate. So change it to we. We just need to, I think, just let go. Say fuck it, and I know that's probably the thing that I need to do, but it's just so hard, and it's so scary to do, because man, when I look at myself from years ago and those old YouTube videos or old pictures, man, it's not even me anymore, and I remember what it was like to kind of be happy like that and laughing and hanging out with friends and just actually loving myself in all every aspect. It's constantly just I hate myself, I hate life, in general, and it changed. That stuff changes you, man. It changes the way you think about things, the way you go about life, maybe how you treat people, treat yourself. Back then, I remember I was so nice, so empathetic. I didn't have any self-hatred problems. I was the weird shy kid, but I was fine with it. I was happy with my life, up until high school, and just a bunch of stupid stuff happened. And I still am a nice person, I really do care about others' feelings, and I want to be there for people, and I try to do the best I can for other people. So I'm glad that hasn't left me, but I kind of do realize sometimes that I don't devote myself to my empathy part anymore, because I'm just too tired. I think maybe I just feel things too deeply, or overanalyze things, or maybe I'm looking for a problem to solve to help someone on purpose, you know? Like, I remember there's a kid, there's a kid in my old elementary school, I think where he's like a grade below me, where I was in maybe like 3rd grade, and I just felt bad for him because he didn't have anyone to like hang out with, you know? And I would just think about that, and he would just sit by himself, and he was really nice and polite, and he didn't have any friends that I knew of. So I would, sit and talk to him and check, see what's up with him, check on him, throughout the day or whatever. When I'd see him like out of class or recess, whatever. But like small things like that, man, I'd see are just. I've always just seen things more deeply and felt things more deeply that I feel than the average person, and I think we just need to stop being so scared, and then learn to be comfortable with who you are and not afraid of being judged or thought of in a certain way or perceived in a certain way. And if we can all just get along and and then love yourself, and then I feel like it could probably make a whole difference. It was kind of like a reality check. When I watched those old videos, I was like, damn, life really did change. And I also just feel bad for like maybe people around me, like my friends or family, because I'm nowhere near the same person I used to be. I don't talk to my family at all, really. Not out of spite or anything. I'm emotionally shut down around most of my family members. Friends, it's kind of the same, but I do, I'm shut down and more reserved too, and it sucks for the other people because, like, they don't deserve that, and it sucks that's the way it plays out. And I do try to change, I guess, the way I act, but it's just sometimes it's hard. It's like there really is like an invisible barrier stopping me. I haven't figured out what it is yet. No, I think I have. It's just fear. It's just I'm scared. I guess scared of the change, or maybe it might get better, and maybe that actually does scare me, because if it gets better, that means continuing and fighting, and life will continue to go on. I know that kind of sounds weird to say, maybe, but it could be scary for people that maybe are very depressed or really don't think about the future too much, because when you don't really want a future, then you wouldn't care about getting better, because if you could get better, that means there would be a future. But I think what you need to do, because I'm still working on myself, but the answer is stop being scared. Go do that thing you wanted to do. Go talk to that girl or boy or whatever you want. Try to get that job. Go to school. Don't live in fear and regret and live in the past like I do. It's really logically and rationally on any level, it doesn't even make sense to think and live on the past. Now, it might be hard because, like, if you dealt with stuff a lot in the past, obviously it might affect your decisions and thoughts. Obviously it will, because you've been subjected to that in the past. So of course you're going to be like, oh, well, this might happen, blah, 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 because it happened before. For example, if we made a mistake in the past, think about this. If you made a mistake in the past and you think of that same mistake you've done for every day and for the rest of your life, whatever that mistake was, you're never going to get over it. Because you keep putting yourself down, or you keep saying, oh, I made this mistake, oh, I shouldn't have did this, or I shouldn't want to do this, or I should have did this differently. People fuck up. People make mistakes. The thing you gotta do is get over them and endure them and learn from them, and then you can move on. I still need to learn that too. I need to work on that as well. I think we all just strive to be free and be happy and be comfortable with ourselves. And I think if everybody could do that, I think the world would be a great place. No more passing judgment on others and realizing we're all freaking just people with organs and bones and a brain. I'm a hypocrite for too, because sometimes I hate certain things in life, and I hate certain people off of certain experiences like I've had. Like, for an example, like, yeah, I was kind of bullied in high school by the popular kids, so I grew up always kind of hating and disliking all the people that got a lot of attention and all the popular, your popular kids you'd see like in a movie or something, and I hated that because I was like, I never got to experience that, and that was the people that hurt me. But then I also have to do my part on not being hurt by that and not letting that experience ruin a reputation of people that I don't even know yet, and just judging them off of their looks or maybe just one interaction I have with them. But on their part, I think people just need to be nice to each other, Like I said, we're all just trying to figure it out and trying to get by and be happy. So I said, if we all could just do that and let go and stop being scared and learn to accept yourself and others, I think you'd be okay, And I genuinely hope that each and every one of everybody that's watching this video, or someone that you might know in your life, or someone that's struggling with something, I hope that everybody can get that. Because I think everybody deserves it. I think everybody does deserve a chance. Maybe even a second one. I've got my fair share of chances, so. Got in DWI, been arrested, hit a tree at 90, survived 3 suicide attempts, 1/4 one accident where I OD'd and was drinking and accidentally fell into a lake and almost drowned, but there was this random guy in the park and he drugged me out. I should have been dead multiple times, probably maybe by other things too, but I'm still here. And I'm hoping that's for a good reason, because I don't know what the hell else it would be for. I find that I'm usually pretty bad at talking, and I kind of ramble off on accident and end up coming back to my original thought and then repeat the cycle. So this video might be a little hard to understand, but I'll try my best when I'm editing it to make it flow decently. But last thing I'm going to say before it, not every day is going to be easy. And we all know this. Not every day is going to be a walk in the park. You're not going to wake up out of bed every day springing up freaking like SpongeBob waking up for freaking work or something and being so excited. And no, you're going to have those bad days where you're like, I just don't feel like doing anything right now. Or you might feel terribly depressed that day. And you might have bad thoughts on your mind. But you just have to find something that works for you, that makes you keep going and wanting to succeed and wanting to get better and find a reason to do it. And there's hundreds of reasons. It doesn't just have to be about a person or a job. It could be because you're waiting for this movie to come out. That makes you stay an extra week or a year, couple years. Do that, and then after that, you find another one and another one and another one until eventually you might not even notice it and be like, damn, I've actually been okay. There is hope in the world, even though it's hard to see sometimes because there's so much pain and agony and suffering in the world. Can be a horrible, dark, disgusting, mean place, but it can also be very beautiful and bright and amazing and enjoyable. Just gotta find that reason. I don't know if I believe in fate or destiny or coincidences or meaning in anything, but if you do, that's all that matters to me.